he has become, not is or not was or not any of that. It is he has become, through his big-time baseball journey, one of the best relievers in all the game of baseball. So Los Angeles, definitely first and foremost from a geographical location perspective, is just an incredible destination spot, especially if you have enough money to enjoy it, right? I mean, if you have money that you can go do kind of some of the things that you want to do, then man, LA, what a great place. Is there a better place on earth, right? And then also, so he loved the destination of Los Angeles, and then also the Dodgers called him first. Now, why did the Dodgers call him first? Because, let's go back to what I just mentioned just a minute ago, 2023, the Dodgers were looking at him at the trade deadline when he was still with Miami. And all the really good lefties it was Jesus Luzardo. So he's been on their mind forever, and I talk about this all the time. The Dodgers see somebody that they like, and then they absolutely get aggressive at going and getting that player whenever that player becomes available and they have the ability to strike, right? So they've been eyeing Tanner Scott in 2023. Last year, he goes to the Padres, and he does great against the Dodgers. The Dodgers see him again up close and personal, and they're like, man, I sure would like to have that guy on my team instead of that guy pitching against my team. So the Dodgers were the first one, totally sold after eyeing him since 2023, seeing him in person last year, totally sold on what do we have to do to get Tanner Scott, and they are the first ones to call on him in the offseason. That plays a factor. And then the Dodgers talked to Tanner Scott, and literally, of course, he wants the 4 years and he wants the good contract, but literally one of the first things out of his mouth is, hey guys, I want to win a World Series. I am hungry to win a World Series. I really just want to win. That's just kind of what I want to do. Now, obviously, I'm a free agent. This is probably my last chance as a 30-year-old to really sign that big contract. So, yes, I do want the contract. But most of all, I want to win. So where is the one place where I can, A, get the 4-year contract and the money that I deserve in probably my last big contract situation, and then also have the best chance to win a World Series? That becomes a no-brainer. That team becomes the Dodgers. So how did Tanner Scott get to where he is at? Tanner Scott is a guy that I talk about all the time as far as a lot of these Dodgers prospects in the system where I don't feel like the Dodgers are near patient enough, right? He is the absolute perfect case study as to why I think that's the case. Because Tanner Scott, it took him forever to become a good major league pitcher. Not a great major league pitcher, just a good major league pitcher. Okay, he signed in 2014 with the Orioles. He was with them all the way up through 2019. Made his debut, had like a 1.2 inning debut in 2017, but really got things started in 2018. And point blank, you can see right here, 5.40 ERA and 53.1 innings in 2018, 4.70 ERA, 28.1 innings in 2019. So in his first 79 and 2/3 innings, Tanner Scott had an ERA over 5, right? Not good. He had a whip that was around 1.7, okay? Dodgers fans would be kicking this guy to the curb. They would be telling the Dodgers to take this guy and send him to the moon after those two types of years. So the COVID 2020 season hits, and boom, Tanner Scott, who's always had great stuff. Finally, the execution caught up with the stuff. He has the great 2020. But then 2021 rolls around, not a good year again. 2022, not a good year again. So really, through his I'm not going to count 2017 because it was only 1.2 innings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 through his first 5 seasons, okay, and almost 200 innings pitched as a major leaguer. Tanner Scott was not a good pitcher at all. Talented, yes. Good pitcher, no. Okay? 2021, 2022, not good. 2023, this is the year I was talking about that Austin really kind of picked up on him at the trade deadline and this is the year the Dodgers really started picking up on him. 2.31 ERA, average against 191, whip less than 1. This is where Tanner Scott turned the corner. After 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 full seasons as a major leaguer, after almost 200 innings, finally, in 2023, Tanner Scott catches up with his talent and becomes the elite pitcher that he has become. Then in 2024, obviously, he was elite, and he got sent to the Padres, and we saw him pitch very well against the Dodgers just last year. So that just goes to show you that, hey, even for guys like Tanner Scott, who the Dodgers are super excited that they just picked up out of free agency, it takes a while. And so whenever I just keep hearing that, oh, Bobby Miller is washed, or oh, Michael Grove stinks, or oh, James Outman can't hit, or what, when I hear that, it just, these stories like Tanner Scott that are, matter of fact, most major leaguers have a story similar to him. There's more guys that have stories similar to him than there are guys like Bobby Witt Jr. that just literally come up and are good and really don't ever have any struggles. So when I hear all this talk about the younger guys in the Dodgers system, it just drives me insane because it's just not accurate whatsoever, because I keep saying runway, opportunity, chances to get comfortable at the major league level. Well, there you go, right there. There is the perfect case scenario with Tanner Scott. And this year, the Dodgers are going to pick him up. And yes, he is going to get a lot of saves. He is going to be one of, not the only, but one of the guys for the Dodgers that will be asked to get the last 3 outs. And look at this, 96th percentile in pitch. I mean, it's all red, right? I mean, everything here is red. Fastball run value, 95 percentile. Breaking run value, 75 percentile. Expected ERA, there's another one, because, hey, it's one thing to say that you've done good in the past. It's another for the Dodgers to sign a reliever to 4 years. They've got to be pretty certain as to what they think is going to happen in the future. There's a pretty good indication with expected ERA right there at 90 percentile. Fastball velo, 91 percentile. Average exit velo, only 84.3. 100 percentile, right? Chase percentage, 84 percentile. Whip percentage, K percentage, barrel percentage, hard hit percentage, ground ball percentage. Extension isn't great, but neither is Justin Robleski's. You can deal with that when you have the type of fantastic stuff and you're left-handed for Tanner Scott. So as you can see, everything on his StatCast is red. So if you want to know why the Dodgers went out of their comfort zone and signed a guy to 4 years, one is the Dodgers have a window to win multiple championships, and they are going for the jugular. That is number one. This is just another jugular move, a sign that the Dodgers are going for the jugular, and that type of move for this organization. But two, the expected numbers are good, and three, his numbers are such in the red that you just saw a minute ago that it screams elite, totally elite, everything. So it's not like, okay, well, his fastball is elite, but then there's like a million other things that aren't elite, right? Literally everything. I'm going to show you this again. I'm going to click this back over, let you look again. Everything on here is elite. So I'm going to say it again. The long contracts the Dodgers offer to the Hall of Famer type guys, obviously Tanner Scott's not a Hall of Famer, but they went outside of their normal box for relievers because everything is elite. Everything not only is elite, the expected numbers are good, and everything, just looking at that StatCast information, everything suggests that it will continue to be great as well. So that's why, and then another reason is when you look at the journey of Tanner Scott, again, it took him, I'm going to click this back over one more time so you can see this. When you look at the journey of Tanner Scott one more time, It took him 5 complete seasons, almost 200 innings, to be just a good major leaguer. So he knows how to grind. He knows how to deal with failure. The Dodgers know that he has had to work and earn and grind his way to become the type of pitcher that he is. So he's not entitled. He's not like one of those little spoiled, just I'm so good that I've never had any struggles type of guy. So I say that to say that fits the Dodgers culture perfectly, because he's going to be a guy that does not feel entitled to anything. He's going to be a guy that feels like he has to earn everything, because in his career, he absolutely has had to earn everything in terms of his success at the major league level.